We are live. My name is David, and this is an overview of my Google Plus communities, and in particular, the blended learning community. Right now, this community has 26 members. It's still human scale. I look at some of these other communities, including this. There are 2 Google Apps for education communities, rivals. And that is the decentralized beauty of Google+. And there is so much content. And bankrupt tags, it seems, or posts. I think this is actually the most important box in the community to search for things. Anyway, let's go to a more manageable human scale Google Plus community. And I was invited to this, or recommended to this by my PhD supervisor. And I see that this was created or is affiliated with the English Schools Foundation, which I've studied. And I like this. This is an evolution of the social networks that the ESF has used in the past to disseminate good educational technology practices and to build virtual communities, blended communities of practice. In the past, under Paul White, Nings were very popular. I remember writing a paper about the ESF Nings. And now we've moved on several years later to Google Plus communities. And wow, in looking at this and examining this and the other Google Plus communities, I can understand why Ning went out of business or changed its business model. Ning cannot compete with Google, and this stuff is all free and it's growing. So as the educational technology community adopts Google Plus and Google Communities, I see the association between this and the adoption of Google technologies and Google apps in education in international schools in Hong Kong and in Asia. So let's take a spin. We see the aims and scope of the community here and links to the ESF. 26 members. We have different words. I guess these are tags. And once more, a lot of bankruptcy, just a lot of words. How can we differentiate between so many words? I think that's actually going to become a real problem. It's necessary to standardize and minimize nomenclature. On the other hand, having more words, having more tags makes this all the more important. I like the blended picture, the blender picture. I'm familiar with some of these people. I like the spelling of languages. So we see these tags here, learning. No tag here. Tag here, Moodle. No tag. No tag. Okay. And there's my supervisor. Okay, so that's a Google Plus community. A lot of posts, a lot of content. This is like Twitter in a sense. This Google Plus community reminds me of a new way to visualize hashtags. This is one giant hashtag, blended learning. And here are all the tweets, for example. And it's just easier, perhaps, to search within all of these tweets on blended learning. I wonder to what degree they stay on topic. Of course, if we don't understand what blended learning is, then if we don't have a common understanding, then it can be about anything. Okay, what's this? Oh, my Hangouts. Recommend for me all communities. Okay. And I can contribute something too. I wonder about the adoption here. A lot of people are posting, but where's the conversation? I think that's the last thing I want to check. Okay, so we got one comment here. But we don't see any +1s, don't see any real comments here. Let's go back to one of the bigger communities. Google Apps for Education. Because I noticed this about the Ning as well. Because it's so easy to generate these social networks and so easy to just join them but not participate. To what extent are any of these active, fertile places for collaboration and discussion as opposed to just performing and spamming posts for recognition? Okay, good. So we have 2 comments here. We can do that. 4 comments, great. That's good. 8 comments, wow. 2 + 2s, great. 2, what is this? Shares. Wow. So there is some momentum, there is some discussion here. That's pretty cool. So I like that. 2 cases, one with almost 10,000 members, the other with 26. And maybe the one with 26 needs to increase its membership to a certain degree, hit a critical mass, and then there will be some sustainable conversation. It will become a sustainable, fertile community. I think that's about it for these Google Plus communities. In some, they remind me of a revisualized Twitter hashtag.